Okay. Roger Torpy. I said that right? Okay.
Good evening. I'm new to this, so please bear with me. I have a young son named Vincent over at Holland Village Elementary School. And first, I'd like to say what a great job the team of support he has there between his teachers, the counselors, the principal, and the nurse over there. My son has celiac disease, and that's one of the diseases that results in having a gluten intolerance. Now, if you guys have noticed, gluten intolerance has really been on the increase as of late. This is evidenced by businesses actually justifying programs. You're going to see a lot more tags on grocery store shelves. Gluten-free restaurants are popping up. Sprouts has gluten-free sales every couple of months. There's a couple of local pizzerias that actually offer gluten-free pizzas. It's becoming a real large concern, and it's affecting a lot of students and adults. The teachers at the school really help them deal with it. But what I'd like the board to consider is to introduce some sort of a gluten-free awareness program. It's kind of the new allergen that's coming out right now. I know we've successfully tackled peanut allergies and similar stuff. And basically, what we should be able to do is be able to identify food items, provide more food items clearly labeled gluten-free on the lunch line, on the monthly school menu. I tried to dabble into this last year, speaking to some of the folks at the district here and the food provider Aramark. But basically, I was told I can come in and look at recipes if I wanted to, which really isn't a solution. If I did that, it would only benefit my son, and this is a much more widespread issue. It can be very tricky. Items such as Rice Krispies and French fries actually have gluten. Some French fries utilize a wheat-based texture to coat it and to give it a more crispy effect. Some French fries are just straight potatoes, but if they're cooked in a vat that also cooks chicken nuggets, you get cross-contamination. Rolling out and offering more gluten-free alternatives could be as easy as having a corn tortilla along with your flour tortillas. So I know we can't take up action items now for consideration, but I'd like to see if we can table this for a future agenda item to seriously discuss this. It would be fairly cutting edge. There's no school districts I know that do this right now. But this is a concern, and in watching the earlier presentation, any decision that's made with the safety of the child in mind is really the wrong one in the presentation on Dr. Roy. Thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you, sir. Connie Oliver.
Thanks very much for having me here. I don't have any prepared remarks. In fact, up until about 2 hours ago, I didn't even know I was going to be talking. So there's no rehearsed speech, and I'd be shocked if I get to that timetable earlier on the 3-minute mark. I am the mother of 3 children, a senior in high school who is soon to be graduating in a few months and therefore isn't being affected by the changes that you're proposing for the Lewisville High School. But I have 2 other children who are directly going to be affected, one of them who's a freshman and in the class of 2014, and who is quite upset about the decisions that have been made. And then my son, who is a 7th grader at Huffines, and who obviously will also be affected by the changes with the 9 and 10 campus. I am here for one primary reason, and that is that I continue to be told over and over and over again that it's too late, the decision has been made, and that we're wasting our time. I have a 14-year-old daughter who literally was in tears because she said she doesn't understand how her mom, who has promised her that I would be active in her life, and I believe I've led up to or kept that promise, has somehow missed the boat in being participated in a decision that was as big as this one. So either I'm careless, which I don't think I am, or decisions have been made which directly will affect 2 of my 3 children in a very substantial way, and I don't understand how I missed the boat. I didn't throw the mail away, I didn't ignore the emails, I didn't ignore the phone calls, and yet somehow this major decision that could affect 2 of my kids is about to be made. I'd ask you to reconsider that decision. I am very emotional about it. I am trying not to be emotional because I understand you have a decision to be made that isn't based on emotion. It's based on fact, it's based on budgets, it's based on the economy, and it's based on teaching. And I understand those are all a lot of factors you have to take into consideration. But I'm not here for those reasons, I'm here for my kids. It's my job to be their advocate, and I do not think this is the right decision for them. I think there are a lot of people in this room that would agree with me. And I said I wouldn't approach the time, and here I am with 57 seconds. So my last thought is this. I have had no less than a dozen people who have told me, because they have the financial means, that they have purposely moved out of the Lewisville High School District. And I'm not making these people up. They have moved out because they knew that their kids would get a better deal or a better shake at other schools, still in the LISD school district, but in other schools, and they've moved on. My husband and I love our home. We have loved the schools that we've been involved in. We love our friends, we love our communities, and we didn't want to move. And I unfortunately am wondering whether we made a big mistake. I hope my kids don't pay the price for that mistake. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. And the last card I have is for Sarah Prey. Now, you don't look like it says LHS class of 2014.
I got held back a couple of grades. Actually, I am here representing a number of students who are in the class of 2014 and were a little bashful about coming up. So I'm going to speak on their behalf if that's okay. But I also am a parent. My daughter is Kylie, and she is in the class of 2014. And I cannot see how splitting up these campuses is going to benefit my child in any sort of way. She wants to stay with her friends. She needs to stay with her friends because high school is difficult enough without being split from your friends. And this is where you build the relationships that last for the rest of your life. I don't see how having 3 separate campuses is going to facilitate that in any way. So I would strongly urge the board to vote against this rezoning because it is a big mistake and it will not serve our children in the way we want to. We are supposed to be united as a community, so let the parents and the community be involved in the decision making and vote against this proposal. Thank you.
Thank you all very much. Did Mr. Gilmore come in after all? No? Okay. Well, thank you all very much for your comments tonight. Now we're going to move on to the superintendent's report. Dr. Roy. Oh, I'm sorry. Do we want to take a break?